Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video tutorial. This will be part number 10 from Dubious positions and how to attack them. Again, this will be part number 10 on the same direction cannons. So without further ado, let us begin. Central cannon, same direction cannons, file chariot, rank chariot variation. And for this board, red will play h8 plus 9. This is one of the older variations that was quite prevalent in the ancient manuals. Now, this is a very steadfast approach. This and has its roots for thousands of years. However, this move has been criticized as resulting in a weak center for red, and the potential for development would not be as good as developing the horse as a proper horse. Therefore, modern-day chess players seldom utilize this variation. The preferred choice would be to play h8 plus 7 or p3 plus 1 as shown in the earlier videos. But nevertheless, uh, when I play on the internet, I often see this variation and I sometimes play it also. But when this is played, black will usually utilize the left cannon, left cannon blockade variation. So black would continue with r9 plus equals to 4, a4 plus 5 to defend, and black could move very aggressively with r4 plus 7. Now, this red, black could try to prepare to play r6. R4 equals to 2 for the unilateral blockade, thus using two pieces to form a blockade on red's left flank. Now, this is one of the older approaches and one of the more aggressive approaches in this for this position. Other than this, black could also consider playing p7 plus 1 or h2 plus 3, which are slightly more modern ways of playing this position. And red would counter tit for tat. Since you target my left flank, I'll target your left flank also. Which is quite slightly vulnerable. There's only one house over there. Now, if red tried to play c8 equals to 6 or c8 equals to 7, black will counter with r4 equals to 2, and he'll have achieved his goals. Now, by this, okay, let's show this. Let's say if they play c8 equals to 4, red would play r4 equals to 2. Now this is quite commonly seen on internet play, but once this position is reached, black would have a significant advantage. As can be seen, black's entire left flank would be now in trouble, and black could take his time to develop his right flank and attack. So in the board, black continues his plans and rushed his moves with r4 equals to 2. Now this would be a loss. This would be a dubious position, dubious move. Instead, black should have played p1 plus 1 because in similar situations, the development of the horse is of the utmost importance. So black would try to limit the development of the horse in this situation. It would have been a better alternative. For example, p1 plus 1, r2 equals to 3, r2 plus 1, before applying the blockade. Now this would be a much better situation as will be seen later on. So now faced with this actually it's quite commonly seen, faced with this quite commonly seen position, black would suddenly deliver a shot with r9 equals to 8 to sacrifice material. Now red would catch hold of the weakness in black's formation, which is the underdevelopment of the right flank, and choose to sacrifice material to attack so early on. Now again, c8 equals to 6 is commonly seen on internet play, but black would continue. And black has quite a versatile formation, and he's still applying a lot of pressure on this file. There will be many technical options for black to continue. So black is very satisfied with this situation. and instead red would now sacrifice material, and this would be the position, one of the position of discussion. So of course black would accept. However, at this point we can see that the black chariot had used up 5 moves out of the 8 moves that have been played, and this would result in a huge loss of tempo for black. Now, so a possible variation, okay, another possible variation would be not to capture the horse, but develop the horse instead, and as can be seen, if red would be able to secure the advantage at this point if black did not capture. So once red offered, red would also must accept, but either way he would be in deep trouble. So red would now attack the horse, and this would be the position of discussion for this board. There are 2 major counters. The first would be h7 minus 8, and the second would be h2 plus 3, whereby black would counter sacrifice a horse. Now, it would be a terrible idea to play sorry, it would be a terrible idea to retreat the horse h7 by minus 9 at this point, because the central pawn will be taken, and red immediately snatches back lost material, targeting the red black horse. He would have a very nice and firm defense going on, and he could now take his time to attack this flank. Now this would not be a good idea, because red would now capture back lost material and still threaten the chariot. So the horse cannot move, and as can be seen, red would have black in a vice grip so hard that black cannot move. So let's go to variation A, h7 minus 8. But as can be seen, black could not move any moves, and the chariot would now be a huge terror. 3 plus 3 to capture the elephant and still threaten the horse. Capturing the central pawn is a move that must be made, and red will now threaten to checkmate with iron ball checkmate. Now this is a very straightforward approach, whereby red will free himself of any shackles that black might still have, and black would continue his attack, and because the king was moved, red will capture the advisor, check, move the cannon to safety. So black's defenses have been torn to pieces. So despite being 1 piece down, red is compensated with 2 advisors, 1 elephant, a superior position, and a powerful attack, and a sturdy defense. So this is a very worthwhile bargain for red, and it all started with h7. It all started with sacrificing the chariot. Red sacrificing the chariot in this manner. So let us now go to variation B, h2 plus 3, whereby black tries to protect the central pawn and counter sacrifice a horse, but things have changed. Red would accept, gain back lost material. Black tries to gain some momentum to develop. C8 goes to 7 to target a horse. Sorry, h7, c7 plus 4 to threaten to attack the elephant, and also have the opportunity to maneuver to this flank. Now, this move would also nicely counteract, resolve black's potential attack of capturing the elephant and going for the smothered cannon checkmate. Moves the pawn. Black tries to gain material, but red would have none of it. So at this point in time, red had more pawns, the overall advantage, and his pieces are all ready to go. So this would be the end of this very short board, but it is quite a very interesting and refreshing variation, because before reading the book many years ago, I did not know that there was this possibility, which really opened up my eyes. And this board teaches a very, very, very important lesson, because let us review the game from the eyes of black, and we'll see what lesson is to be learned. Okay, central cannon, file versus ranked. Red develops the horse as an edge horse, not so commonly seen. The defense, 4+7. And as can be seen, the black chariot had moved 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, almost over 2/3 of the moves made thus far were for the black chariot, which was traded away in just one move. So although red would lose material, but now it would be red's turn to terrorize black's formation. In variation A, black tried to keep the horse alive, but this resulted in a rapid disintegration of his position. Check, threatening to checkmate, forcing the king out, capturing the horse. Check. And black's defenses have been torn to pieces, and red enjoys a huge advantage. Variation B, h2+3. Red captures back, gains back lost material, and red manages to counter nicely. And at this point, it is fairly obvious that red would have the significant advantage, and black would still have much trouble trying to construct a defense or even attack. So I think the takeaway lesson for this board would be that in the opening phase, when one piece is moved too many times, it would result in a lack of development or underdevelopment of the other major pieces, which can be seen from here. So despite gaining material, black's entire right flank, the chariot and horse, have not been mobilized at all, and black would have to suffer greatly for this misendeavor. So at the end, red would have a nice attack, be able to defend, and there are many tactical combinations are possible or available for red. So this is quite a nice variation, and it is, in my opinion, going to be very useful for players who play it on the internet against other beginners, because it is not very easy to come up with sacrificing the chariot. This move is quite brilliant, and the first time when I saw it, I was quite amazed. So it was nice doing a short review of this board again, and I hope to share the insights of the masters with you. So if you like the work that I've been doing, please do subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up for the video. Thank you.